don't know how to do this. I told you it was going to be a bumpy ride. Hitting the turnaround button and it won't turn around. What does this do? I'm trying to change the filter. I don't really like any of these. I'm going to try the glow one. It doesn't really make a difference. Okay, now you can see me. I wish I could turn this around because I was trying to do the video with you guys seeing my front yard. What does this do? I don't want to start a poll. I don't want to mute the microphone. Okay, I guess we're just going to go with this. Okay, well, I felt like I needed to come outside and just listen to all the crickets and frogs and everything and play some music. I don't know if this is true, but I feel like when I have this feeling that God is using my music to as a hedge of protection around our house, and I don't know if that's true, but I mean, I guess it could be, because if I'm praising Him, and the Israelites led battle with the Levites praising before any of the soldiers got onto the battlefield. So I want to play this really mournful song. I don't know the name of it, but I'll try to put the name of it in the comments. Okay. Looking around to make sure there aren't any coyotes out here, because I think I saw one the other day. Or either that or it was a big dog. It's hard to tell because I live in an area where people don't have to keep their dogs on a leash or in their yard or behind their fence, and so there's always, and we don't have a fence, so there's always random dogs coming in our yard, and most of them are nice, but anyway, yeah, most of them are big too. I guess people around here keep them to protect them and their animals, but then they don't. How can they protect themselves and their animals if they don't keep their dogs close by? But I don't know. I'm a city girl. I don't understand. So there's probably some things about it that I don't understand. Okay, so I'm going to try to put my camera. It says the orientation is lost. No! Okay. Fail. Okay. Here. I'm going to play the song that I wanted to play, and then I'm going to try to play a praise song. But I just mainly just wanted to share my simple country home with y'all, and I'll talk more about that after I play. don't know how to pronounce the name of that one. It was like Rostelliand or something, but if you've ever seen the Finley sisters, I don't know how they spell their last name, but one of them plays violin and one of them plays harp, and so they did a duet, and that was the solo. It's so beautiful. It always makes me feel like it's an Irish princess or Irish king and queen who've been, like, I guess, what's the word? Not demoted, but dethroned, or they've been stripped of their title, or whatever the word is, and in exile. They've been exiled, and they're longing for their homeland. That's what it makes me feel like. Or maybe somebody who lived in Ireland and moved away, and then wishes that they were back and really misses their homeland. I'm going to try to play another one. This is Crown Him with Many Crowns, or Crown Him Majesty. This is one that I've done at churches before, and it lives rent-free in my head. I don't have a tripod. I told you this was going to be a bumpy ride. got it. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna turn the camera around. I don't know if anything will show up, but this is what I wanted. I wanted to flip the camera around and just talk behind it. I don't know what's visible, but this is my front yard, and I just wanted. I just felt like it might be nice for somebody who lives in the city who can't escape from all the sounds of the traffic at night when they're trying to sleep, to just like see a dark screen and hear the bugs that they might not hear in the concrete jungle, and just chill and unwind for the day. So I'm just gonna let it keep rolling just in case you can hear the bugs, because that always helps me unwind. I used to love coming outside when my dryer broke, and I hung up clotheslines on my front porch from the cabin. I don't know what's the name of them, but I have columns, and the column makes like a little upside down peace sign at the top, and I hung clotheslines from it. And I would come out here and hang up my clothes, and I just noticed that just not having any stimuli or not having anything to respond to, like, and then hearing all the bugs, it just is so peaceful, and then like the cool night air, and I just found that I could breathe. And I found that I could just breathe deeply without having that shallow breathing that you have to have, or that you feel like you have to be alert when your day is in full swing. So I hope you can hear this. A minute ago, the train came by here. The train is about, well, I don't know how far away it is. It's kind of close. I was kind of hoping it would come through, because I wanted to see if I could find the notes on my violin and play the train sound, because that's how a lot of fiddle songs start. There's my porch light. I have some green lights that I've got to hook up to the outlet that I haven't done yet. I'm just going to make it be so cozy. And I planted some irises today. I'm not a very good gardener. I've been married 13 years and I'm just now planting flowers in the front yard. I've been trying to, but it just hasn't worked out. The whole first year of my marriage, I lived in New Mexico for almost the whole year, and then we had to move back home. And when we moved back home, both of us were in survival mode because we didn't have a place to live. So we ended up living in my husband's dad's church's parsonage because they owned their own home, so they didn't need the parsonage. And it was right next door to this little country church in Mississippi. And since we were in survival mode because we didn't really have a place that was truly our own, we didn't really attempt to plant a flower bed. So I finally kind of settled enough. So I planted some irises. One of my friend's moms has this really beautiful garden in the backyard, and she had some extra irises because she said that they I guess propagate. And she said that she had a certain amount and then I guess they made more. Somehow I guess they're the kind that new plants shoot up. And so she had too many, and she had this whole wheelbarrow full, and she was trying to give me the whole wheelbarrow, and I was like, let me just take 8. And today I only planted 4. I dug holes right in front of the porch and put some potting soil in there. We have Mississippi mud clay, and then I scrounged up some pine needles and packed that down around it. And I'll probably have to get some more so that the weeds won't grow up through them. And they're right next to some roses that my husband's grandmother gave me, and she said she hated them, and I was like, great, I'll take them off your hands. There's a cricket over there somewhere. And one day she was hacking away at them in the heat, and I was like, you need to stop, but there wasn't anybody else there to back me up, and I'm like, I sound like a little 5th grader, so she didn't listen to me, and she got all hot and overheated, but she cooled herself down, and she sat down and rested. But they grow, and then I guess they lay down new roots, because today there was this giant, big, trailing root that grew up in between the yard and the porch. It was right up next to the porch concrete, and I just didn't want my girls to step on it while they were playing, and they were already having to walk around it because it was starting to grow onto the porch because we don't have a flower bed. And I don't know how to make a flower bed, so I just kind of dug up the ground right next to my porch, which was probably not the best soil, but it was just the easiest way to put flowers in our yard. So now we have the pink roses from my grandmother, Phineas's grandmother. I call her my grandmother because I don't have any grandparents. They've all passed away. And then I've got 4 irises that are going to be purple next year, and then 1 pink azalea bush that was my oldest daughter's kindergarten graduation present. But I don't know if we'll be able to see them, so I'm not going to get up. Let me know in the comments if you can hear any of the bugs, because I need to get my microphone cleaned out. One day when I'm a YouTuber and I have 10 million bazillion thousand subscribers, I'll be able to have an assistant, and my assistant can go take my phone and get it cleaned out, or I'll have a microphone. I'm gonna turn the camera around and see if anybody's on with me. No, still nobody. I was gonna see if there were any requests, because I feel like I should play something else, but I just don't know what to play. I'm trying to think. Nothing's really coming to mind. Whenever people ask me to play something, sometimes my mind goes blank because I have so many options that I'm just like, I don't know. My mind just like spreads to the edges of the universe trying to find a song, and it's just too broad, and so then I get overwhelmed. I really didn't feel like I did as well as I wanted to with that second song, The Crown Him Majesty, but I really didn't practice it. Just trying to see if I had a bug on me. I really didn't practice it beforehand. I just played what I heard, but I didn't actually play through it myself. I don't think if there's like another song that's like the first song that I played. Ooh, I think I have one. I don't know if I know how much of it that I'll remember. But it's just a music piece that I learned when I was a kid. I also don't have a tripod. I'm just using my phone wallet thing to hold it up. I don't remember what book this is from, but when I get done with this video, I'll try to find the name of it and post it. Goes, but it has been a long time since I've played that one. I'll try to figure out what it is and practice it. All the ones I've been practicing are the ones that just come to mind, and they're all major and happy sounding, but it's nighttime. And I just feel like I need to do a lullaby. Sorry, I just heard this sound that sounded like a wildcat. I've never seen any wildcats here. Don't mean nothing. Let's see. I've got a good one. This is going to be on the concert that my students are going to do a week from today. So today I got up, made brunch a little bit early today, so we had a little bit extra playtime. We did some homeschool reviews. My kids do classical conversations, and we're fixing, I don't know if you know anything about it, but we're fixing to do cycle 1, and we joined the program on cycle 2, so we've done cycle 2 and cycle 3, now we're going to cycle 1, which I don't know what's in it, but cycle 3 was, like, the human body, which I liked because I told them all of my health things that I thought that they were ready to hear and learn. And U.S. history. I'm not stifling my yawns because it's bedtime. I figured this might help y'all get sleepy. U.S. history, U.S. geography, science was the human body, and then just whatever experiments we could come up with that were like in a reasonable budget and like age appropriate. And art, what was art? I don't think we did art this time. We did recorder. Um, in English, what did we do for English? It was like kind of sentence structure memorization, not really actually doing sentence structure for like the younger kids, but the older kids, like the foundations, I guess, or essentials. I don't remember what it's called. But I had two children in two different classes, and I spent most of my time in the younger child's class. So we just like recited the songs and recited the memory words, but didn't really actually use it. But then in my older daughter's class, they did like one day I was able to sit in on the class when we did sentence structure. Like they like tried to add all of the different clauses and prepositional phrases and stuff, and come up with crazy like adjectives and sentences, and like they tried to do, I guess, basically like add one of every type of word. My favorite kind of word is an adjective, and adverbs, like adverbs. I love describing things. Like I love finding a perfect word to describe something. I'm not really good with doing it while I'm talking, unless I'm with the right person or the right people. But I can do it when I'm writing, because I have enough time to delete and rewrite and look up the word I'm looking for, or like look in the thesaurus. And then we did Bible. Bible was, we had like these, those like adult coloring pages. That was Bible. We did a bunch of Bible verses with those, I guess, from like Pinterest. And so like August to December, well, we didn't go to December. We stopped in November or October. But August through October was human body, and so every week we would get a different organ that they would color, like, pretty much the color that it would be in your body, or like a clothes color, or maybe it wasn't that color, but they did it that color so you could differentiate the organs. And then we got to trace their bodies on like Richard paper, I guess, and then one of the teachers, he took pictures of all the children and then printed out their pictures, so we got to put their face over the brain. So like they pasted their brain and then they got to put their face and color their own face in, which was really cool. So I got a big picture of it, and then they had like the bone on one side and the muscles on the other side of the body. And what else? U.S. geography. We covered like the capitals first, and then like the rivers and the mountains and the regions, like the Native American regions. Like plains and maybe the basin. Why is it so hard for me to think of all of them? I guess because it's nighttime. Let's see. Oh yeah, Spanish. Yeah, so I feel like I've almost gotten through all of them. English, Spanish, Bible, U.S. history, U.S. geography, science. We didn't do art, we did recorder. And then, so then January through March is what we just got done with. And then so that's 12, we do 12 weeks. And so the last 6 weeks, make sure there aren't any coyotes. So the last 6 weeks we did orchestra, and of course I did orchestra, because that's my thing, and I think everybody really enjoyed it. Oh, and then timeline, I forgot about timeline, because I use timeline for orchestra. So timeline is like creation through the present. So, and it's like this 12-minute song, so obviously not all of the kids can memorize that song. So what we do is every week we have 7 or 8 different world events. So it starts with Nations New Circa 450 AD, the nation in the fall, the flood and the Tower of Babel, Mesopotamian, Sumer, Egyptians, 3000 BC, I think. I don't remember. It's like, but yeah. So we like split it up into 7 or 8 things so that over 12 weeks, so that it ends up being like about equal. And then they have these cool like cards with pictures of like the ancient drawings and cities and like events and stuff. And then there's like a YouTube song or a song that they put on the YouTube. So what I do is I split up the 6 weeks. So what we have to cover is orchestra or symphony, the symphonic setup. But then they were saying like the way we're supposed to do it is like just like turn the lights off and have the kids like rest and just listen to music or like colors. And then for the younger ones, that this doesn't always work. So I was trying to think of ways to incorporate what they already knew from the timeline song into music. Like, hey, you already know that creation to whatever year, this is what happened. So what we'll do is we'll listen to that part of the timeline song, and then I'll put the period of the arts with it. So like I found like the earliest known like recorded song. It was like an Egyptian song. And then I also there's this guy I follow on YouTube. His channel is called Calming Heart, and I like to find the Key of David since it's a Christian homeschool group, and so I'll tell them, like this is the music King David would have played, and then I play them something that's written, that's played in the key of 444 hertz, because that's how, that if you look at the, cymatics, I don't know, but if you look at how if you look at how frequency affects water, you'll see like patterns in the water, like geometric patterns at 444, but then, if you go lower than that or higher than that before you get to 528 or, another frequency that's healing, known to be healing or thought to be healing, based on the way it interacts with water, then the pattern goes away and it comes back at the next healing frequency. So I play that music and I'm like, hey, this is what I tell them to imagine. Like King David is out, he's a shepherd out in the field, protecting his flock at night, and play that for them. I don't play the whole song, just as much as I think that they can handle, because some of the kids are like 5 or 6. And then the same day I'll cover the brass section or the woodwind section. And then the next week I'll cover the next period of the art. So that will be like medieval or Renaissance. And then I'll cover like either woodwinds or brass, whichever one is in cover week 12. And then the next week I'll do like what's after that? The classical, the Baroque, the Baroque period of art and then classical. And like I'll find samples of that, but then I'll also find like cool little YouTube shorts. Like one time I found they used AI to take a portrait of Mozart and manipulate his facial features to make him smile, and he looked like a real person, and it was so crazy, so cool. And I was like, oh my gosh, this really does look like what Mozart would look like if he was alive. And then so on and so forth. I'm just rambling. I'm just hoping that my rambles help y'all unwind. I don't know if it will. Maybe I need practice. This is going to be my practice. Y'all are going to help me practice. Well, I can't think of another song. I was gonna do that one. Let me think. I think I'm gonna do German dance, and then I'm gonna call it a night. I still have tons of energy to do this. I hope this is good. I hope this helps. I'll try to play it like, oh, no. What I was going to say is I was going to play Waltz by Brahms. I'm going to do that. Not German dance. Because that's what we practiced at the rehearsal for the concert. And I don't usually post the concert on Facebook. On YouTube. I usually do it on my Facebook. So we'll see. I might link it up. That even showed up on your names, but I'm sorry if it startled you. I'll try to not do that next time. I thought if I did it on the D, the timbre would be like a lot softer and more subdued, but I'm just going to put it on the A string. Also, I made a crunching sound because I saw this big bug, but it was just a moth.